Books, the crackling of the spine, the fragrance of the aged papers, and the weight of countless stories, countless lives that you hold on your palm. And what can we talk about books? Books are like those teachers who teach you without arrogance, a friend who listens you silently. And look at us. We are just surrounded by books. Why? Because right now we are in modern book depot. So many books, so many stories, so many realities going around me. But who is guarding them? Who is the guardian of those realities? Who is the guardian of those knowledges? Who is the guardians of all those little stories? There we have Mr. Om Prakash.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
sir. How are you?
How are you?
Lovely meeting you, sir. Lovely meeting
My
you.
pleasure. My
Uh,
pleasure.
right now, we'll be having conversation with Mr. Om Prakash, the owner of the shop, and the man behind so many people's memories. So let's begin. So, right now, this what's the story about? Like how it led to
Let me
this
give a
whole thing.
background. We got to know about Bhubaneswar when I was a student first in Scenic School in 1962. I was here till 1965, appeared for the NDA, passed all the entrances, and decided not to go. If I had gone, the bookshop would not have been there. Then I did my graduation, my law, and then in 1970, when we saw there is no bookshop in Bhubaneswar, my father decided, let's start one here. And when we opened it, the people had never seen books like this. All the big names, all the big professors, they used to crowd in every day because in those days there was no internet, no TV. So, what else better than books? And every evening you would find everyone sitting there around the table, tea, books, and chatting. That's how we began.
That's the beginning. Tea, books, and chatting.
Chatting.
Tea, books, and chatting. The kings who have led people to so many great stuff. But the name, the modern book depot. How did the name Modern Book Depot came in?
See, one normally expects, one would expect the latest things that are available to be got to them. So suppose modern came along with that to have the latest right in front of you whenever you want it.
Now we also came to know about the reason behind Modern Book Depot, and now how long has this been? I have heard it's over 50 years.
See, we began our shop in Master Canteen, and our landlord was Chunilal Hans. He agreed to give because he was a close friend of my father's. So he said, this little place is lying vacant. We were in Calcutta then. So, lying vacant, come and open a shop here. We came, and he said, you can stay as long as you like. So we started, and then things carried on and on. Then he passed away. Then this year in July, in fact, 2 years back, our lease had expired. The landlord renewed for 2 years more. But then on 31st of July, lease expired and they refused to renew after that. They put a lock on the place and they said, no, time is up. So we had no choice either to remove our stock or go to court. And at this stage, at this age, I thought, why run to the court? Let us move to somewhere where people will find us and get what they want.
As we see, it's a very tough spot you are in,
Yes.
and but long back when Master Canteen, we used to hear Master Canteen, those places, we used to hear one word that was synonym to everything was Modern Book Depot. So there's a kind of a market, a kind of you know environment it has infused itself with. Now all of a sudden it has changed to here. What are the differences you're facing?
There, what happened was because we were there so long, people took it for granted that it is synonymous with Modern Book Depot. The place has heritage, and even now people complain. Maybe the landlord will get some more money, but they are missing something more important: heritage and culture. Even Naveen Patnaik came to our shop on the 1st of June. He spent 10-15 minutes picking up something he liked. He said, I want to relax. And the reporters had asked her, why have you chosen Modern Book Depot? He said, that's the only place to come. So he came, picked up some books, and then he said, all youngsters should learn to read.
Naveen Patnaik came over here and he
Not
picked
in
up
the shop, in Master Canteen.
in master canteen, and he picked up books. Can you point us to the books? Can we can look for that?
First, he said he wants some books on history. I showed him two, three, and he chose this one, the Aryans. He chose this. Then, while he was looking around, he spotted this book, Secrets of Similipal. So he says, "No, I'll have this also." Then he wanted something in fiction. I was about to pick up something. He said, "No, that's enough for today. I'll come some other time." So these are the two he took. Then he asked me how much. He paid. And then I was about to pack the books. He said, "No, I'll carry them myself." And he walked in on his own, walked out on his own without any support. And people used to say his health is not too great. When he walked out, he stood, reporters all around him, cameras all over. For me, it was something new. For him, it was an everyday affair. So they asked him, "Why did you come out?" He said, "No, time to relax now. Elections are over. Let me make the most of these 3 days before results come out."
That's a experience. Now, was it like this? Navin Patnaik came in, or something happened before that? Was
No,
some
no,
kind of protocol going on?
nothing at all. About 15 minutes before he came, I just got a message from his office. They walked in. "Please get ready. Naveen Patnaik is about to come." I was surprised, and I wasn't even sure because long back, maybe about several years back, I've forgotten. Once I got a call from someone. He says, "Oh, Biju Patnaik Kochi." I thought someone is joking, and he said, "I want," in Odia, of course, "I want some books." Then he sent a person, and I gave him books. I was surprised. In fact, I thought someone is joking.
Is this for real?
For real, yes.
So now, this place now I don't think only Navin Patnaik. Many other people would have come over. Can you share some light on those people?
See, I think long back, one of the earliest I can remember was Gavaskar. He had come when he had come to play cricket in Cuttack, and Bhubaneswar was the place to come to. So they came. This was the only shop. In fact, if you ask anyone who's well read, where did they get? I have very few books compared to the books I published, but anyone you ask will say Modern Book Depot. Anyone, right? You'll get the same answer.
Modern Book Depot. Anyone you ask, it's Modern Book Depot. And wait a second, I just saw something over here. It's isn't it a manga?
Yes, it is a manga.
You keep mangas over here.
Yes, we do.
That's Tokyo Ghoul over here.
Yes, Tokyo Ghoul, number 8 in the series. And manga, there are so many books. Even I was surprised that people are willing to pay 1,000 rupees for a manga like this. 1,000 rupees. It's not cheap.
No, it's not.
But then here it's still in a small way. But in bigger cities, people look forward to the book coming. They grab it as it comes. Here it will take some time. And then affordability also. One has to see that.
So, not only novels, not only fictions, non-fictions.
Non-fiction, I'll show you some new books that have come. This is the new one of William Dalrymple, The Golden Gate. His other books are these here: The Anarchy, Nine Lives, Kohinoor, Last Mughal, White Mughal. In fact, he had come about maybe I think a year back. He had come to Bhubaneswar. Maybe in some book he'll mention it someday. And he gave a talk in Boca Cafe. And they weren't expecting. The place was spilling all over, all crowds all over. And that time, two people rang up. I had 2-3 books of his. They bought it to get them autographed. And long back, again, my memory is not too great. Naipaul walked in one day with his wife. So she came in and asked, "You have any books of Naipaul?" And I had none because they had sold out the previous day. I got to know from someone that he's staying in Oberoi then. So his wife came, she went back, and then I met who was this person, the editor of Indian Express. I forget the name anyway. So I told them he's here. Then he went with Japani Babu's daughter. She was a correspondent. They went to Oberoi, picked them up, and showed them Bhubaneswar and got an interview that way. Otherwise, they were refusing interviews.
Like so much of experiences, like stories revolving around these stories, like 50 years, more than 50 years, 54, 58 years. And wait a second, if it's so long, then how many books are there? Like, can you give us some idea of the stocks?
See, books is something which have to keep on moving and going. If they get stagnant, there's no point. So maybe even if I get 1,000 books or 2,000 books every month, they have to move out for new books to come in. That should be continuous. Even today, you'll find 4, 5,000 books will always be there because and what comes, an equal number has to go out. The space won't take it otherwise.
We can write a book on that. The mysteries of the numbers of the I don't know what else. That will be a different book over here. We are not sharing those numbers. No, we are not sharing those numbers. So now, the thing is that like we saw right now the Tokyo Ghoul season series 8 of it's a manga. So when manga comes in my mind, the next generation also comes into my mind. The kids who are, you can call them Gen Z or whoever. Slowly, what we are seeing that they're going towards Kindle, towards easily available pirated PDFs. Not good thing, not good thing. But whatever, people are finding things from here and there.
See, like I have the Harry Potter books here. Harry Potter, I remember Harry Potter when they came out initially. Also, I don't know whether you would remember when the first book, first two, three came, not the first, second or third, when they came, we used to have children lining up outside the shop waiting for books because they had a particular thing that they would sell all over the world at a particular time. So I remember one book was released at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 because it was midnight in London. So the same time all over the world, and people lined up actually 6 in the morning, and the courier also didn't deliver till quarter to 6. It was so secretive and so well planned. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling didn't knew that in Odisha, somewhere here, we were doing some secret missions going on that. Later, did anyone knew? Neither did Snape. No one. And it has been 50 plus years, as we were saying it, 50 plus years, because 50 plus years is a huge number. And you have been working this out all alone. You had some support. You have.
Support here.
We have some support. We have some support over there. We'll be jumping onto her. We will be having conversation with you, ma'am.
For accepting it.
Ma'am, can you share us like people who are seeing you for the first time right now? Can you share them what kind of thing has gone through this whole place?
See, when the shop was in Unit 3, I couldn't go there very much because I had my duties to the house, the children, and all. But now that he's here, I give him more time. But I used to look after the school books. So, right from getting them, selling them, having a counter here, that was all my baby. So, now, of course, we've slowed down a lot. But I'm happy he's moved from Unit 3 to this place. So I think we are more comfortable here, and that's it.
Being the better half of a person who is so much surrounded by books, how is it to be with a person who has got like bank of knowledge? You being a person of bank of knowledge again, how is the conversation going on with you guys?
See, he's a very simple man. He has no bad vices, and he can only talk about books and books and books. So I've never had a problem with him. I've adjusted myself to his lifestyle, and my children have done well in life also, thanks to him, because he was always there with the best book and showing him. But life has been great. I have no regrets, and I'm happy that I married him. And and we've been together for 50 years now, but we are not bored of each other, I think.
So I guess you can call it perks of being with a book reader, and that's why you should read book. Now we'll go to our man over here.
See, I was telling you the person Indian expert was Shrimoy Kaur. And he had also written an article here in which he compared. This is the Odia story, well-known story was. Because he says, as the bullock cart was replaced by the bus, bookshops are being replaced by online buying and reading.
So
This is what he wrote, compared us with the changes that are taking place in the world today.
do you believe that this is true? Like,
To some extent, yes. Not fully, but as I told you, even though the younger generation, some do prefer the soft copy or the online version, there are still people who love to really enjoy a book with it in their hand and read it, go back, because I think there's a different pleasure in having a book. A Kindle can't be a substitute. It can be an addition, Like when you're traveling out and you don't have space to carry, you can carry a Kindle. But the real pleasure with the book in your hand, the smell of paper, printing, you can't beat that. And then one more thing I've seen, people have told me to, even if they are studying or whatever it is, if you read, retention is more. Just visual seeing it, it just fleets past. You don't retain most of it in your memory. So there's a definite advantage of a hard book in your hand.
My God, my God, my God. Every people who are watching this right now, if you have a Kindle, watch this in loop. Keep it back as he said, keep it back. But now as huh?
Enjoy your book.
Say again?
Enjoy your book.
Enjoy your book. But as I was saying, as we are talking about enjoying your book, there might be some books you enjoy too, right?
See, there are so many I've read just, but two, three I can think of right now. One is Jonathan Livingston Seagull. That's a book which is very meaningful. All these things. What is the purpose of life? What am I doing? You get from a small book like this.
Oh, we have those books over
Yes, we
here.
have it here.
Great.
This, see, there are so many pictures which you think why it's a waste of space. But once you read the book, you'll know why the seagull is flying, why it's doing this, why is it diving, what am I doing in the air. Another good book is Tuesdays with Maury. It's about an old man who has very little time and he teaches a young man about life's greatest lessons. He has time only on Tuesdays, so Tuesdays with Maury. And these are books not to be read, they're to be read and reread. Every time you read, you'll find what you've been missing in life. Maybe you should take, there's a book called Thing You See Only When You Slow Down. Take life easy, enjoy it. There's another book for slightly older people I mean, I wouldn't say older, the top 5 regrets of the dying.
The top five regrets of the dying.
Yes, there's a book called that.
Can we see that?
Sure. Very often people say, I did not do this, I did not do that in my life. But they say, do it while you can. Maybe someday will come, you have the money, but you don't have the time or the energy. This is one of the best sellers today. A life transport with departing. Enjoy life while you can. Top 5 regrets of the dying. So many books. There's a book for every occasion, a book on every subject. Recently, one book had come written by one commissioner of income tax. That is Sambulpuri Ikat. Give me that.
What's that book about?
It's on how niche. It's a book on how Sambulpuri textiles are made. This the weavers, how the silk is got, how it's woven into different saris, and it's a wonderful book on the textiles. Sambulpuri Ikat. And this is the author here.
So many things happening around. Like how much time it has been gone. We are having you are having conversation with us, and like so much to know, so much to be in this place, and as you know, one thing that caught my attention. You were talking about the aesthetics of a book. You said the crackling of the spine, the fragrance of a page.
I get some people who, when they pick up a book, also first they uh, sniff at it, get the smell and the feel, and then they know they're going to buy it, but they want to know what they are buying. And we have all original books. There's nothing pirate here, so that is one advantage also. People can depend on us, the right book at the right price.
There's a thing. I'm just curious. This thing, where personally, when I read books, I like to stack them up, and I believe that these are the ones I have conquered. Do you have those kind of things?
I have so many books of that type. But a little more thing, many people they say that we don't have the time to to read. Sorry, but I want to buy the book so that I can know it's mine. I can pick it up when I want. When I have it in my shelf, I know it's mine. There's no looking back that I missed it. I forgot to buy it, but then I want it. I want it.
Those emotions are not there in Kindle.
No. Kindle, you can't get that.
No PDFs, nothing. You cannot stack those PDFs and say,
No,
I have
no.
conquered them. No, you have not conquered them.
People say this is my library.
This is a library. The word is library. Everyone can have a small library in their home. It's just
I would say everyone should have a library because in the West also every house more or less has a library, and because of that, even children begin to read. I saw a WhatsApp today. Did I send it to you? I did. There's a child with a mobile, and a man, he sends his wife. She picks up a book to read, and he picks up a book. The child sees both are reading. He goes, puts the mobile by, picks up book to read. So that's how you make. Anyway, it's there in that. It's there in that what I sent you today.
So the things that I've seen over here, and the way you said about the child with book and everything that's going around, we can easily say that a book is a soul, an actual soul of human.
Of course, of course. You tell me, see, you pick up any book here, any book, like this book I'm picking up, Ashoka. This person must have taken 10 years of research to write it. 10 years of his life he's given you in this. And you spend 4 hours, 5 hours, you read the whole thing. 10 years of his life he's given to you in this. See, books have so much knowledge. People have given you their life in a book. What else can you expect or want? Lifetime of wisdom in one book. Art of War, Sun Tzu. Small book, meaningful. The Prophet, Khalil Gibran. You read it, you learn so much. What else? So many books here.
When you showed us that you have multiple books over here, and how you just put it, when people search for book, they just they put their search term, the keywords, and they find their books. Are you the Google of this room?
Yes, I should be. That's why any book that comes, I try and see what the book is about so that I can tell the people this is what you need. They don't know what they want. They'll be told very often that this is what you are looking for.
I just had conversation with Google. So, and the man with the knowledge of so many books, and I was thinking that this conversation will come to a great end, which is indeed has come to a great end. But I don't know how to end it. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm in lack of words. Words have already been having conversation with this man. One should not only come over here to just read the books. You can have a conversation with a living book with the knowledge of multiple books.
People can come here, sit around, look, see what they want, and then if they find something, they can pick it up. Otherwise, I can tell them what they need.
Google for a reason. Now, the one thing is that, as I was saying, so I am in lack of words, lack of sentences. So before we say goodbye, we end this series of us. I want you to give the words to me, or show me some words with which we can say goodbye and say them to come and meet this man. Books are available, yes, but this man is available only here, so you should come here. Can you give us some wise words before we leave?
Don't make it too late.
Don't make it too late. This is Saurav from Orissa Post Live, and stay tuned.